guys, it's Elle here from Beyond Expectations. Now I have a lot of you guys asking me how I got rid of my stretch marks and what my secret is, if you'd like to call it that, to diminishing or getting rid of my stretch marks. Now in this video I'm going to tell you my secret, and I'm also going to tell you the number one mistake most people make when they're trying to reduce the appearance of their stretch marks. Now let me just say straight up, there is no way for you to get rid of your stretch marks completely. You can reduce the look of them, and in some cases parts of your stretch marks can fade. I still have stretch marks on my hips and my bust and a little bit through my lower stomach, but you cannot get rid of your stretch marks completely. The secret I'm going to share with you today is going to help you to diminish the look of your stretch marks, and I'm also going to share with you the number one mistake. So what is my secret to diminishing the look of my stretch marks? The thing that I do is I focus on losing body fat percentage. Now I'll explain how that works in just a minute. Now when you focus on losing the actual fat from your body, what that does is it causes your body to become tighter, firmer, and therefore the skin that you have that's got the stretch marks on top becomes tighter and firmer against the muscle. See, quite often the number one mistake people make is they overtrain, particularly on cardiovascular machines. They damage their muscle, and therefore they're not losing the actual fat between the skin and the muscle, and it looks very crepey and also wobbly because you have that loose skin effect with the stretch marks as well. So it's critical that you actually lose the fat from your body so the skin will come in tight against the muscle, and that's how you diminish the look of your stretch marks. So you must get yourself a body fat scale, because you could be losing weight, but it could be water. You could actually be losing part of your muscle. It doesn't actually mean you're losing the fat from your body. So what you've quite often done is, if you slugging it out on the treadmill, whatever cardiovascular machine you're using, and you start to lose weight but you haven't actually lost the fat, that skin is going to be all crepey, wobbly and loose and baggy, and you will see that it actually can be quite worse in some cases because you haven't lost the fat. You've diminished some of that muscle, and now the muscle's not there to support that skin, and therefore becomes loose and wobbly and crepey. So the best way that you can diminish the look of your stretch marks is you need to lose the fat between the muscle and the skin. And when you do that, that is when your body becomes tight, firm, and you have muscle detail rather than your body looking wobbly, loose and crepey, if you know what I mean. Now the way that you do that is you must focus on your nutrition. It is mathematically impossible to out exercise what you put into your mouth, so please, you need to focus on 90% of your results has to be what you put into your mouth, and that gives you tremendous control because what you put into your mouth is something that you can control. You can't necessarily control life happening to you. In previous videos I've mentioned that I hadn't exercised for a year and I was still able to maintain my shape and physique. Now please note, I didn't intentionally not want to exercise. John, we've been in a medical condition that he's in, needs extra help, looking after two small children, you know, the list goes on. It is a lot to cope with, so I just didn't have the time, but I was still able to maintain my shape and physique because I focused 90% of my energy on diet. It's critical. Then you need to break down the other 10% with 7% weights. Okay, you need to be lifting weights to strengthen that muscle rather than cardio. So cardio is 3% if you choose to do cardio or not. But generally speaking, cardio is not slugging it out on cardiovascular machines, boxing, boot camp, whatever the latest craze is now, is not going to give you that tight, firm muscle that you desire, that's going to stop the loose skin and the stretch marks appearing worse in some cases. You want it to be tight and firm and have muscle definition. You don't necessarily want to be loose and wobbly. Okay, so that's my suggestion to you. Grab yourself a body fat scale, weigh yourself, weigh your body fat, because you may not lose kilos. you may not lose kilos for a while, but your body fat may be going down. And it's critical that you need to know that. Or it could happen the other way, where you lose kilos but your body fat's going up. So what you're actually doing is you're atrophying your muscle. You're burning your muscle away, which means you're overtraining. You need to take a step back and you need to focus on your nutrition and settle down the training, because when you overtrain that muscle, you start to deplete that muscle, because the body taps into the muscle store first, generally, to get the energy, not the fat. We want it to tap into the fat, but you have to train your body to tap into the fat. Okay, so please grab yourself a body fat scale, measure your body fat, and that is my secret to diminishing my stretch marks and being able to maintain my shape and physique for the long term. It's 2010 I started filming Beyond Expectations. It is now 2017. Kamika's going to be 7 years old soon. So please do that. Thank you so much. I really do hope this helps. If you'd like to get started on reshaping and transforming your own body, please head on over to elle.com to grab your free copy of 7 Rules from Beyond Expectations, which is going to help you to get started on your own transformation journey. Thanks so much. Leave your comments and questions down below. I always like to read them. And please don't forget to subscribe. And now I believe you've got to turn on a bell notification. So please do that. Thank you so much. Bye. Next year, in May 2011, I will be competing in the International Sports Modelling Physique Competition. And it'll be roughly 9 to 10 months after my second baby. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a nanny to take care of my children, a chef to prepare my meals, someone to do my washing, any of those things. I don't have a personal trainer, I don't have a nutritionist, I don't even have gym membership.
Please welcome mother of 2, Elle.